am not sure if I'm live. Actually, I think I am. I think I see some people. Hang on, I will be right with you. I am just trying to figure out my technology here. What's going on? I'm going to bring the camera up. Prepare for a scary moment. Very scary. Oh my goodness. It's been a day. It's been a day. I don't know if I'm in or not. Sorry about all of that. Let me just get my notifications up. I'll be right there. There we go. I found it. We might be onto something here. Okay, there we go. I see Connie and Kathy and Karen and Lucy and Darlene and hello. Ah, I'm so excited. Is anybody else here that I have not mentioned? Wow, I can see my comments. Isn't that just a miracle of miracles? Things are looking up. Has it ever been a day? I will bore you to tears. Hi, Connie. Hi, Darlene. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Lucy. I'm excited. And I'm just kind of like, ooh. So I was sitting here working on a card order because I have a huge card order for someone that I create cards for. And I thought, you know what? I've got to close my eyes for a bit. So I went upstairs and I set my alarm for 10 minutes and it went off at 3:12. And I went, oh, perfect. I'm ready for I'll go downstairs. I'll be ready for 3:30. And then I thought, 3:30? My lives aren't at 3:30. My lives are at 3:15. So then I'm like, okay. So anyway, that's kind of the way it has gone. Hi, Tracy. Hi, Christine. Welcome here. I'm excited to see you. Well, see you. I'm excited to see your names. It makes my day. I'm going to bring the camera down, okay? And we're going to get started, and I'll bore you to tears with my story further as we go. So down we go. You're on my new tripod, so I might need help in the lining of it up. If it's not good alignment. Hello, Tracy. So nice to hear you say hi, Denise. That's so awesome. Okay, I'm gonna move the camera a little bit because I feel like I'm crooked, and I just want. So this new tripod that Dean got me for Christmas, I love it, but it's now another learning curve for me. Just what I need, more learning. So if you do want to place an online order, this is the host code. I think I have it set up where it automatically goes in, but I'm not sure if I've done it right. I got in touch with just a lovely Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I haven't chatted with her further, but she's like, Denise, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. So that was so nice to hear that from her. And so I'll get a whole lot of things figured out yet. So today I am going to show you what I've done with my paper pumpkin, and we'll see how that goes. And yes, Lucy, I agree with you 100%. It's good for our brain, right? Only problem is my brain, she be hurting. My brain is hurting right now. Oh my goodness, I've had so much learning to do lately with the whole COVID thing, and learning to do everything virtually and all of that. But you know what? It's been so fun. I've met so many people. Like Tracy, I feel like we're friends. How cool is that? And Tracy, where are you from again? I know you're from southern states somewhere, but I forget where. But yeah, you know, I honestly feel like I've made new friends, and it's been so fun. So when you get your paper pumpkin, it for sure does not look like this, okay? Like this is just a smattering mess. It does not look like this. Missouri, okay, so is that kind of central states? I am so sorry because I think that's central state. because I think you are sort of under Minnesota. Are you kind of Minnesota, Montana-ish area? I don't even know where I am. Yes, okay, there you go. I was going to say I better stop while while I embarrass myself further. So yes, when you get your paper pumpkin, I promise you it does not look like this. I've been digging and poking through here. I actually have 3 projects that I want to show you. So in this month's paper pumpkin, these are your card bases, okay? I know Karen for sure does paper pumpkin. I'm not sure if she's done hers yet, but I'm about to show you what I've done with mine. And this here, okay, this little guy here, this is not paper pumpkin. This is that little, let me grab, I'll be right there. This is the little, this here is the little paper pumpkin add-on. I sit on an exercise ball and it just rolled underneath the table. You can't see what, I can't see what the doing. Oh, that's okay, Karen. You go get Remy. That is far more important. I haven't started creating yet, Connie, so I'm not sure if maybe I'm not in a good position. Let me move my paper pumpkin box out of the way, okay? And let me move this here. So this is the add-on, and it is so sweet. This is so sweet. So I cracked one open. I still have an unopened one, which is great because I'm going to make I'm going to make Valentine cards for everyone. Am I frozen for everybody else too? Because I don't seem to be frozen here. Yeah, I think it must be at your end, Connie. Sorry there, kiddo. Can't help you with that. So these are your card bases, and I've done a couple. So as I've said before, you're always going to get this little pamphlet which gives you the instructions, and I normally do not follow the instructions. This is the one area in life where I get to feel like I'm rebellious. But what I want to point out is on the back where it gives you other samples, it always tells you what's included in your kit, and then it also tells you what your coordinating Stampin' Up colors are, okay? So for me, that's always the coordinating cardstock colors is always my landing place, because I like to border everything. I like to border things. So then I know what colors I'm going to be dealing with. I need to get a little sip of water. I'll be right there. There we go, that's better. So I just wanted to point that out, okay? So that's your coordinating colors. Now in this kit came, let me hide that because that was not in the kit, your stamps, which you can tell are already well loved. This is just this enamel dot that came with it, okay? And I actually colored it with my Real Red Stampin' Blends. So these are so sweet. And yes, you can color your enamel dots with your Stampin' Blends, which is great. It came with Poppy Parade. It came with a whole roll of this black ribbon. Look at this black ribbon. It is just gorgeous. There's this little shimmer in it. It's just beautiful. And it comes with glue dots, and it also comes with Stampin' Dimensionals, which I obviously have already pulled out of the box. Okay, let me show you what I've done. And again, this is the add-on, and I did use the add-on on one of my cards. So hi Susan, welcome here. It's nice to see your name. It's so nice to see your name. I was just telling everybody just before you came on, Susan, that I feel like I've made new friends. A lot of these girls that are already on here come to my classes on a regular basis, but then Susan, I feel like you're a new friend, and Tracy, I feel like you're a new friend, and I'm so blessed by all of these other names that pop up here. Lucy and Connie and Darlene and Kathy and Karen, they come to my classes, so I feel like we have a whole bunch of new friends, which is lovely. So this came in your kit as well. Now, when I stamp with these, I actually don't like to pull them out. I like to keep them intact. This is just what I do. Lots of other people do different things. And, oh, thanks for the hearts and the likes. And Susan, thank you. I'm so glad you've enjoyed. I've kind of bumbled through here, but I'm learning. I'm learning. Lucy was saying it's good for the brain. So this is what I like to do, is I like to keep them in here, because then this way my magnet has a little bit more of something to grab. And then I would figure out where I want my sentiment. I'd pick it up and then away I go. So your kit comes with those. And where did I put, oh, it's under my Stamparatus. It's hiding. We've got these gorgeous red envelopes. Like, how fun is that? Who wouldn't like to get a red envelope in the mail? And ladies, don't forget to love your shirt. I don't know where you see my shirt, Kathy. I'm at a loss here. Anyway, I will come back to, okay, yeah, I'm for sure missing something here, but yeah, I love the red envelopes. Squirrel moment, Denise, stay focused. You're gonna get these little cute little hearts in there. You're gonna get a whole bunch of little, okay, so I popped these out already. So these all say love. And you know what I did? I took my, I didn't do it on this one though. I took my, Wink of Stella, and I just followed the word love, and I winked them all up, and it's gorgeous. And it came with kind of like these little side panels and these tiny little things. So you know what? Here's a great example. Something like this. Your magnet has nothing to grab if you don't keep these little panels in here. So keep them in there, put your magnet down, put your stamp down, and then away you go, and then you're good to go. It just, for me, it just makes way more sense. Okay, you're gonna get 4 of these. So these are the little kind of decorative panel-y things that came with it. So you've got your mailboxes and you've got your hearts. And I mean, if you wanted to take the time, you could even take your exact. Okay, let's see where we're at now. So crazy. Live just now. 3 times the charm? 3 times the charm? I hope so. Kathy. Okay, here we go. Wow. Sorry, everybody, about this craziness. Connie's back, Susan's back, Tracy's back, Kathy's back. Oh my goodness. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, this is nuts. I hope I don't freeze again. Now I'm nervous. I wonder if there's ice on the lines outside. So now I don't know how far I got. I think I froze and I didn't continue with my chatter. So Susan, hi, how are you? So Susan Madison Stronsky, and I'm sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. She's a new friend of mine, and she actually lives close to our lake. So how exciting to have her here. So I have 2 Susans. So welcome Susan and Tracy, some of my new friends. How good is that? So now, am I upside down to you, or should I be showing you this way? No, I think yeah, I don't know. Now I'm so flustered and confused coming back 3 times. So that is everything that is in your paper pumpkin. And Susan F., thank you so much for your loyalty. What beautiful words. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. And Christine is here, so thank you, Christine. Let me show you how the card is upside down. So you would rather me show it this way. Okay, my camera is doing funky things, and I am so fine with that. So now I'm going to do it that way. Yeah, I'm upside down. So I'm going to do it this way. Now, when I bring the camera forward to say my goodbyes, I'm afraid that I'm going to be upside down, so I might not even do it. Wow, what a day. What a day. So between having a little nap and realizing that my Facebook Live should be starting now and not at 3:30, that was interesting. So I took this panel, which is already in your paper pumpkin, right? And it's already pre-scored, but I like to give it a nice burnish with my bone folder. So that's what I like to do. And I don't know if you remember me saying before that I like to put, like if I've got a panel, I'm just all about having that panel straight, right? Not like this. Look what I did. I can't believe it. And look at these little guys. Aren't they so sweet? So here's what I did with this card. I took the mailbox, okay, and I put all those little pieces in there. So I took the mailbox, I just took a stamping block, and that's the add-on kit. Let's move that out of the way. I need to find, so Susan S. from Manitoba, this is the paper pumpkin that I was talking to you about the other day. And so it comes all inclusive, but it's a subscription. So you either buy 1 month or you buy 2 or 6 months. Pull it down a little bit, so down towards me, I'm thinking, Dar. Thank you for that. I really appreciate it. Let's move that out of the way. I'm going to put this little guy on there just so that I don't, and you know what? I'm going to put scrap down. Okay, and let's grab our, oh wow, I need a manager. Wow, you should see my corner. Oh, and now I'm so used to working upside down. So I should be working this way, is that correct? Hi Lucy, welcome back. Sorry about all that craziness. So the colors in this particular kit, as per the instructions, are Poppy Parade and Petal Pink are 2 of the colors. I'm going to use the Poppy Parade, and I am just going to randomly stamp, and I like to just give it a little massage. Now, don't forget to share if you're not too embarrassed about somebody popping in on this crazy lady's Facebook Live. Wow, that was crazy. So do you want to hear another crazy thing that happened to me this morning? And don't forget to share. I will put your name in the draw. And you know what? Let me get that actually ready. Because as you share, please let me know. And I will scoot your name down for next week. And if you don't know how to share, you've got like a little share thing at the bottom. Or if there's someone in particular that you want on board, like let's say your girlfriend's name is Susie Stamper, and you want her to come and have a look, You're going to do that at symbol, you know, where you've got the little A and the big C around it. You're going to do that at symbol and then Susie Stamper, okay? So I've got Lucy and Connie and Tracy and Susan FP who have shared. So thank you. Let me write your names down before I carry on, because I will have that squirrel moment. So Lucy and Connie, ladies, thank you so much for doing that. Tracy and Susan. I have to put your last names just in case I double up on names, right? So I'm going to tuck your names away for next week, and I've got the names from last week tucked away. Okay, so we've got that inked up. Then I took and I had a notebook. Remember when I said I need a manager? Who wants to come and manage me? I had a notebook with all of the dimensions, and oh, there it is. So this, nope, that's the wrong one. Okay, I didn't measure it. All I did was I measured this and I added 1/4 of an inch to it, okay? And I see that I've got a little mark from my nail polish. So we're gonna flip that over. Lucy, anytime, honey. I think I got word this afternoon that they have lifted some of the restrictions. And now I have a little gob of glue. You know what, girls? Seriously, it's been crazy. Yes, Susan, I know, right? I'm leaving on a jet plane. If only, hey? Wow. And where's my take your pick tool? I just like to use that to pick it up, especially when I have red nail polish on, because it tends to leave marks everywhere. So I just put that down on there, and see, I'm working upside down again. I'm so used to working upside down. It's weird working right side up. Then I put dimensionals behind that little guy. And so here we go. Oh, I love that song too, Susan. You know what? When I go to Vancouver, which is in the province of British Columbia here in Canada, it's on the far west coast. Our youngest son lives there with 3 of our youngest grandkids, and it breaks my heart. I haven't seen them since August. When I leave, I always sing that song to them. And sometimes they ask me not to sing. Grandma, please don't sing, Kay? Oh, and you know what else I did? I actually, and I'm just gonna follow, oh, I think I might be too late. I was gonna say, I just wanna follow what I previously did. I took this little guy and I tucked it in. Well, you know what? It's gonna go under there instead. There's no rules. So you know what I'm gonna do is, no, I think I'm gonna use my Tombow, because I am for sure gonna want that wiggle room. So I'm just gonna do a little line of Tombow like so. Let's see if I can do this without making a mess. Because now I have, I've got my dimensionals kind of in the way, but I still wanted that on there. And now I'm stuck. I'm stuck on here because I took my backing off already. Oh boy. You know what? It's been a day. It's been a day. So you know what happened to me this morning? I've been into making sourdough bread. I don't know if any of you are aware of that. I forgot my black ribbon. I wanted to put ribbon on here. So this is what I do with my ribbon. I kind of measure-ish about how much I need, depending on what kind of tie I'm doing. But with this one, I like my old school Stampin' Up scissors. So another squirrel moment for Denise, and I like to cut on an angle. So this morning, you're not going to believe what happened. I cut into my sourdough bread, and there wasn't a lot left. There was like one slice, and then the very end crust left. Well, thank you, Susan. I need that because there are no mistakes. You know what? And there really isn't. It's an opportunity to do something different. See, this might not even work. So I tie my bow. I've got so much on that end. Oh well, you know what? Let's see what happens. And then I cut, and I am, oh boy, it's going to be tight. Okay, so I've got my backing off already. Let's work on our silicone sheet. If I flip this over and I go, like, I talk about skinnying, don't cut it as short as I did, girls. Do not. I'm gonna put a little strip of Tombow, or of tear and tape here, and I'm gonna put one on this side as well. Let's take one end off. So back to my sourdough bread. You're not going to believe it. So I cut it and I buttered it, and I love the sourdough bread that I've been making. I mean, am I allowed to say that? If I do say so myself. So I sliced my sourdough bread and buttered it up. Wow, I really went skinny on my ribbon. I'm usually a little more generous than this. I think it's that bigger tail that has thrown me off. Then I make sure that I am straight-ish, and I hold it down, and I remove the backing, and I don't think I'm gonna reach just, oh my goodness. So you know what? Just to be safe, because I've got, like, seriously, look at that. I have a tiny, tiny piece of ribbon. Let's secure that down on that end, and let's secure that down on that end. Now, if I had the Switcher app, I would switch my camera back up so you can see my face, but maybe it's a good thing that you can't. I bit into my sourdough bread. Are you all still with me? Take your card base, and let's be rebellious, and let's not work upside down. Take your card base, and let's put this on purpose. How's about that? On an angle. On an angle. And then see how I've got that little guy there? Let's grab another one. There's the packet. Let's grab another one, and let's grab the one with the soft sky heart. I think that's what color it is. And I am going to, you know what? I want to use my Stamparatus, because when it comes to sentiments, I don't trust that I am going to be fully in a good spot to make a nice sentiment. And let's say hi Valentine again. Yes, I'm living dangerously, and I'm going to center that on there, although centering doesn't really matter because I am going to cut it. So I bit into my butt end of my sourdough bread, and I broke my tooth. That was at 9:30 this morning. And so guess what? I went to the dentist and they rebuilt my tooth for me because my dentist is amazing. Hi, Valentine. So that is that. Yeah, it's been pretty crazy. And so I think that's probably why at about 3 o'clock, I'm like, oof, I think I need to lay down for a bit. And thinking that I was live at 3:30, but I'm not. I'm live at 3:15. You girls are extremely gracious and patient with me. I took my Hi Valentine and I took my snips, and I wasn't even really worried about it being bang on straight. That's all I did. I just snipped it, and then I found a strip. Is that going to be big enough? Yep. I found a strip. I need my little snail. And I am going to, what did I do with him? I put dimensionals behind this little dude. Yeah, can you believe it, Dar? My goodness, it was like, what? Because I'm thinking it in my mouth after I bit into my bread. I'm like, oh, wow, that was really hard. And then I realized that was actually biting part of my tooth. Like, how crazy is that? Oh, are you serious, Connie? That's brutal. Now, I want to give myself a little bit of, I don't want to be right against, okay? And girls, I want you to stick around because I have another little project after, okay? Oh, you know what? I should probably, before I put it down there, I want to at least cut that off, okay? And now I'm going to take my Tombow. Oh, I hope not, Christine. I mean, it didn't hurt. It honestly did not hurt at all. Let me know if anybody else has shared lately so I can add you into my draw for next week. And I'm just going to put that down right there. So far, for my sharers for this week, I've got Susan F.P., Lucy, Tracy M.W., Connie. Yeah, I've got 4. So if you do share, please let me know so I can enter your name for a draw for next week. And I'm just following kind of the edge of my little snail. He's so cute. So I'm going to make up with the rest of my paper pumpkin and my little add-on. I'm going to make up some Valentines and I'm going to send them out to our grandkids. All 9 of them. All 9 of them. Okay, so that little guy, what I did, because this already has dimensional behind it, I'm going to need a dimensional on the bottom of my snail, okay? But the top part, I can just use my Tombow. So I'm just going to put a mini here. Or this one's already, no, that one's not cut. This one is cut. Let's put just a small one there. We're just about done this card. So Tracy M and Susan FP, I have a question for you girls, because you're in the States, so things are probably a little bit different there. We just got word this afternoon that, like, we've been in code red, and so our kind of rule has been nobody allowed in your house, you know. So are you in code red or anything like that? This tail is too long. I'm gonna cut it. And again, these are my favorite scissors for ribbon. There, now that's a little more even. And if you don't want your ribbon to have the ability to do that, you know what you're gonna do? You are gonna grab your glue dots. I know I've got a Stampin' Up friend in Pennsylvania, and they haven't had restrictions. She's actually still had classes, and I'm like, oh man, I'm jealous. I haven't had my girls in the house. When was the last time, ladies? I don't remember. So now that, I just want to make sure that that glue dot is actually right tucked under my ribbon. I don't want it sticking out. There. So that's garbage. So this little guy is done. And you know what? You can wink of, do I have my wink of Stella close by? Yeah, there it is. And so what little snail wouldn't look adorable winked up a little bit, hey? So I don't know if you can see the wink of Stella on the snail. But that card is complete, okay? Thank you, Susan, thank you. Okay, on to the second card. So for this one, yeah, I think it was March, hey? It's been a whole year. It's been a whole year since I haven't had friends in the house. There I go back to my upside downness. I know for sure when I bring the camera up, I think I'm going to be upside down, so I'm afraid. So I used the red card base for this one, okay? So let's start with that. So there's your red card base, pre-scored. You're going to give that a burnish. Oh, so you don't? Okay. More than 10 people. Oh my goodness. You know what? If we would have been allowed to have 10 people, we would have actually been allowed to have Christmas in our home this year, but we weren't allowed. So we did not. We actually had no one. We made Christmas dinner and delivered it to everybody. I think I shared that already. And no restrictions in your county either. Wow. Yeah, our masks are mandatory here as well. But some of our restrictions have just lifted. So I'm going to pull that nice, big, beautiful heart off. And you know what? I wonder if this, I don't know if it fits with some of our other dies, but I'm sure it does. So I'm just centering that on that gold foiled heart already. I just want to move my magnet to make sure it doesn't move. And let's do that in Poppy Parade. Now, when I inked this up earlier, it didn't ink as nice as I would have wanted it to ink, but I know that my panel moved when I picked up my stamp set, so I did not want to take the chance of re-inking it. So I'm gonna hopefully see if I can do that. Hi Carol, welcome here. That's okay. You know what? We just finished my one alternative from my paper pumpkin, and I used the little snail from the add-on, okay? So that's all that you missed, was that, and the story of me breaking my tooth. Now, here's another story. I don't know if you recall, but 2 weeks ago, and this is news to all my girls too here, yeah, that looks nicely inked. And am I? Ooh, I feel like I feel like I'm not, sorry if my head's in there. I feel like I'm not in there really nicely. There we go. I think that's better. Yeah, sorry about my head. I've got about a 15-second delay and I just saw my head peek in there. Yeah, Carol, you know what? I make sourdough bread and I had the end crust and it's hard and I wasn't even thinking and I bit into it and I broke my tooth. So I was at the dentist this morning. I just want to give this a good massage. Now, when I pick up my window, I want to make sure that I'm watching to see if my paper picked up a little bit. And if it did, if I want a second stamp, it's not going to happen. Okay, my paper did not move. But you know what? I'm happy with that. I am. I'm much happier with that than what I stamped earlier. So yeah, so I had a dentist appointment first thing this morning. Well, at 11:30, I had a dentist appointment. But I think I shared here a few weeks ago. Oh wow, am I chatty Cathy today or what? Wow. You can mute me, girls, if you don't want to hear me. You can just mute me. I'm okay with that because I won't know anyway. Let's put that away. So now that is inked. We're going to take let's take our ribbon and let's make a little bow. So 2 weeks ago, I went skating with our grandsons and I'm pretty sure I shared this, that I fell. I was going fairly quickly. I mean, I wasn't booking it, but I was going fairly quickly. And I hit a crack in the ice and down I went. I want to make sure that my tips are angled and also that they're about the same length. So my skate hit the crack and I fell. I am not kidding. Boom, just like a tree. I tucked my hands up. Darlene, you're funny. I tucked my hands up and covered my chest, which is weird because normally you would put your hands out to break your fall, but I didn't. And my rib cage has been fairly sore, and yesterday when I went for my chiropractic appointment, and my chiropractor is my son-in-law, he took x-rays for me, and guess what? I have a cracked rib. So that explains kind of the pain that I've been in. So Kevin said to me, my chiro son-in-law, he said, Mom, no heavy lifting, no vacuuming, you know, that kind of stuff. Takes about 8 weeks for a bone to heal. So tell me and be honest, girls, okay? Let's be honest with each other. This is honest time, okay? Should I milk this? Or should I just like, oh no, Dean, I'm fine. Should I milk it and get as much help from Mr. Dean as possible? Or do I just be the hero of the hour and carry on vacuuming and all that kind of stuff? Milk it? Okay. Carol, love it. Thank you. You were the first responder. So I'm going with your advice. Absolutely, milk it. Oh, ladies, I love it. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to milk it. Okay, do you notice this little guy? Do you know what that is from? Where did I put it? Okay, these beauties, these little heart charms. Yes, Tracy, that's exactly it. I'm like, oh, I need to take care of myself. I think that's what I'm going to do. You have on these, you have kind of a rounded side and you have a flat side. So we're going to put the rounded side down so I can put some multi-purpose glue very carefully on there. Yeah, Carol, I'm with you. You know what? I tease Dean all the time. When he's sick, I'm like, I don't know if you have the same commercials in the States as we do here, but there's this one commercial where this dude has a cold and he's laying on the couch and he puts his, like, he's all dramatic, and he puts his, I'm just going to drop this and kind of wherever it lands because I don't want my glue to be anywhere. So that's where it landed. I'm happy with that. So yeah, so he's all dramatic, and he puts his hand up on his forehead and he looks at his wife and he says, "Call my mom." So whenever Dean is sick, I tease him and I'm like, "Should I call your mom?" But I mean, we laugh about it. He's so fine with it. I'm just going to take my glue dot and I want to kind of make it into a little bit of a ball. I want to make it smaller so I can put it on that ribbon, and then I decide where I want it and I just hold it down and pull away. And that is how I do that. Yeah, you know what, Susan? It's so weird. Ouch. You fractured your rib getting, oh my goodness, wow. Well, this is the first bone I have ever broken in my life. Something fell and it was my dimensionals. I need that. I need that. Yup, men couldn't have babies. Nope, nope, nope. Let's get these dimensionals down on here. We're just about finished this. Did anybody else share? Carol, did you share, honey? Because I've got Lucy, Tracy, Connie, and Susan for next week. And Carol, you won last week. Did you get your card yet? There's our card base. For sure, don't vacuum. Yeah. And it needs vacuuming so badly. When I hold this up, what I like to do is I like to look on this side and that side as well as the top. And I try to kind of get about the same, so probably about 1/4 of an inch. And then when I feel like I'm about there, that's when I drop and that's when I press. Okay? Then we're going to take the love, and you know what I want to do? Because I did it on that one. I want to grab my Wink of Stella. You did share today? Okay, you know what? Let me put your name down, Carol. Carol SS. You should, I'm thinking you should get your card for sure next week then, because I forget what day it was that I messaged you and said it's going in the mail. Oh, you know what? I think that was a week ago. So yeah, you should be getting it soon-ish. I am just following my words. L-O-V-E. We all need love, don't we? We all need love. You know, I think in this day and age, well, and you know what? It actually has nothing to do with this day and age. We just all need love. We all want to be loved and we want to be accepted, period, right? Let's get some dimensionals on there. And you know what? I should grab some minis as well. There it is, my little pack of minis. And you know what? There's a little mini right there. I'm going to put it right up there. And then that guy right down here. And now that can go bye-bye. Voila. Yeah, mail is pretty crazy, right? my sister-in-law who lives in LaPorte, Minnesota. I don't know if anybody knows where LaPorte, Minnesota is. She mailed me something. You know what? I bet you it was close to 2 weeks ago and I didn't get it. So you know what, Carol? You may not be getting your card next week. There, the love is down. So there is my second card for my Paper Pumpkin alternative. So I'm not sure what the samples were all about, but this is what I did. And I used the, this is the Paper Pumpkin add-on. The love matches the love die. Oh, okay. Okay, thank you for that, Connie. I appreciate that very much. And you know, I thought it did, and I do have that out. You know what? Some of it, let me reach across the table. Ouch, that hurts. Some of my dies are not in here because I was working on a Valentine order. So this is the Many Hearts die, and you know what? I bet you this one here. This is such a beautiful heart set. Well, it would cut it off a little bit, but I bet you this big kind of scallop one. I think this is the set that I'm doing for my for our commitment class in February, ladies, if I remember correctly. This is what we are using. So this, well, there would for sure be a border, but can you see how that would cut that out? Yeah, it was a really, really cute Paper Pumpkin, Carol. I just, you know what, I do it, I buy mine every month, but that's just what I do. And I think part of it is just because I need ideas for Facebook Lives, and so I choose to do it. And you know what? My grandkids do this with me all the time. Let me show you the other project. Where did I put it though? Yeah, Lucy, I need you, girl. I need a manager. I had it here. Oh no, oh there it is. Okay, so here is, this is not going to make any sense to you at all. But this is what, sorry, I paused because I was trying to read. Thanks, Kathy. Kathy, do you get Paper Pumpkin too? I'm not upside down. I am not upside down. So this is a day timer, and there is a fellow Stampin' Up! Demonstrator that I follow, and one of the things that she said was a day timer with your months and then room for weekly stuff is a must. So I thought, okay, you know what, let's do it. So I went to Walmart and I picked this up, but this is what I want to show you because this is my month. So I know I can just go straight to January, right? But then I want to know what week I'm on. So if I take my bookmark, this is the current week. This is what I want to make with you, okay? So this is going to be our other little project today. It is a corner bookmark. Are you ready? And Darlene, did you notice? It's pink. Did you notice that? It is pink. Now let's see if I can walk through this without bumbling. And this is where I did take notes, okay? So if anybody wants the dimensions of all of this, get your paper and get your pencil and mark down on your piece of paper so that you're not looking at it later and going, what are all these dimensions about? Been there, done that. So this is a corner bookmark, okay? So a corner bookmark. You're going to, the DSP that you choose is going to be 3 by 3, okay? And I want you to cut 2 pieces of the 3 by 3. Okay, got that? 2 pieces of 3 by 3 of your DSP. then your cardstock, and this is exactly what I got from my paper pumpkin, okay? So this is one of the card bases because I wanted today to be all about paper pumpkin. So your cardstock does not have to be design paper. I just wanted to use something from the paper pumpkin kit. This is 3 1/8 by 4 1/4, okay? So 3 1/8 by 4 1/4. And what you're gonna do is on either side, you're gonna score at 1/2 inch. So make sure that you are on your score blade at 1/2 inch, turn it around, and 1/2 inch, okay? So we've got 1/2 inch on either side. Now I'm gonna need my scoreboard again. If you fold and score or burnish, so fold and burnish at your score marks, you have a square, okay? So that's what this is all about. So if you ever wanted to change the size of it, just keep that in mind, okay? So now that you've got that, you're gonna take your paper trimmer again, and so these are our score marks, right? I want that score mark in your track. I want this score mark in your track. So you are matching up your score marks. I want to make sure that I'm still there, and you're going to cut. Now, this is why I wanted you to cut 2 pieces of DSP, because this is going to actually make 2 corners, okay? Or 2 corner bookmarks, okay? So here we go. You're going to take, oh, you didn't need to cut 2. Well, guess what? I guess I'm making a whole whack of them. You're going to do the same thing with your design paper. So I have to make 2 more. You're going to take your design paper and you're going corner to corner. Now, if your design paper is going a certain way, you want to keep that in mind, like depending on if it's, you know, really busy and a little bit quieter in one corner, you want to manipulate your DSP so that you you kind of have the same amount of design, okay? So corner to corner, and you're going to give that a cut. So here's where your two your one piece of DSP is actually going to create 2 corner bookmarks, okay? Let's put some adhesive behind that. Thanks, Susan. I saw this on I knew I wanted to make a bookmark, and so I went into Pinterest and I Googled, I can't remember what I Googled, handmade bookmarks or DIY paper bookmarks, or I can't remember. Anyway, I came across Corner Bookmark and I thought, you know what? That sounds intriguing. And so I chose that, and it was, oh, who was it? It was Rachel Tessman, and I love that girl. You are going to flip this over, and you want a strip of tear and tape on there. Okay, so when I work with my tear and tape, this is what I like to do. I like my little metal ruler rather than cutting it with scissors. Okay, so that's what you're gonna do. You also need, oh, did I forget to bring it? I guess I did. You know what? I will be right back. You need a 3x3 envelope. You're going to need 2 of them. I forgot to bring mine. Sorry about that. Good thing I knew exactly where they were. So I love this little pack of 3x3s that we get. So you're going to grab your 3x3. Do I remember how this goes? Okay, so when you put when you put your bookmark together, okay, you've got your flap. Your flap is going to be facing you, okay? This is actually going to go in here. I still have not uncovered that. This is going to go in here. This is going to, oh, I'm doing something wrong. Yeah, it's going to go this way. Your flap is here. Yeah, I'm right now. So, sorry, your flap is going to be facing to your right. Well, I'm right-handed, so, and this is going to butt up in there. I want you to take your pencil, and on the flap portion, okay, I want you to just make a small little line, okay? Now I want you to take your snips, and you want to cut more than just the line. So I'm making sure that my line is gone, and I'm okay if I've actually gone beyond it a little bit, okay? Makes sense? Now I want, oh boy, am I remembering? Where's my bookmark? Oh yes, okay. So now I'm going to take this strip of copper paper, and that's going to go under here, okay? So what I want to do is I'm going to put a piece of tear and tape along this edge. I'm going by memory here, girls, so this is a stretch for me. Back to Lucy's comment earlier, it's good for the brain. My brain is hurting. Let's take this off. Now be very careful. You're going to take that backing off, and you want I just want a little edge. You want the corner, I need to make sure that I'm right in here. You want the corner of this right along the edge, okay? And a little bit of a border, okay? So however much you want. Now, where my flap is, I don't really want that down, okay? Now you're going to take your snips, and following the edge of your bookmark, you're going to snip that off. I should have been past it a little bit, girls. So when you make it, go past it a little bit, okay? I'm going to lift my flap, and I'm going to follow the edge of this, okay? And that's trash. And now we're going to take our envelope. Remember where we cut it so it would fit? On the rest of this flap, I am going to put, you either use your Tombow, but just on the flap, okay? And you are not sealing the flap down, okay? Either use your Tombow or your tape runner. You're gonna remove that backing. You're going to butt that in. Whoops. And I want to be even with the bottom. Put that down. It went down a little too quick for me. Give that a massage. I forgot my ribbon. What did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? I did something wrong. Oh, you know what? That was not supposed to be that way. Let's remove that. Remember when I said I was going by memory? Well, isn't that a scary prospect? Okay, ditch that. Let's start all over. This is going to go in here. Why didn't it work? I wonder what I did wrong. What did I do wrong? There it is right there. Okay. All right. So the flap is away from me. Sorry, girls. Let's trim, let's mark that. Let's trim that off. And a little bit more than what we need. Let's put our tear and tape back on there. Where did I put my tear and tape? Let's grab another one. I put it somewhere. It's probably right in front of me and I'm not even seeing it. Let's put some tear and tape down there. Let's remove it. If this doesn't work, girls, I will do a private video and send it to you all. I need glue on here. Okay, so your flap is away from you. You want adhesive on the flap. Good thing Rachel Tessman's not watching me. She'd be like, oh, Denise, seriously? Don't quit your day job. It's like, but this is my day job. And I forgot my ribbon again. I forgot my ribbon again. Grab your ribbon. There's no adhesive on here yet. Erase that. Grab your ribbon. Put your ribbon on your... Now I'm nervous. Now I am nervous. Where do I want that ribbon? I want the ribbon here. Let's grab another one. So my ribbon is laying flat. I want another glue dot on this side. Okay, so if my ribbon is laying flat, I want to take my ribbon and I want to put it like so, because then you get like this nice little loop like that. Okay, now we're going to put adhesive on here. Girls, are you following me? Or are you just like, oh man? Don't be nervous. Carol, how did you know? Let's give that a massage so it stays down. Okay. Give that a massage. Now I'm going to take my petal pink. I don't think I have any adhesive, or I'm being lazy. I cleaned my stamp by stamping out on another piece of paper. How bad is that? I'm going to pick up some petal pink. Oh, and I was in camera when I was doing that too. Way to go. And let's just get a little bit of design on here. I've got a little bit of ink on my silicone mat, but I'm not worried because I'm gonna clean that off anyway. And I want a little heart right there and another little heart right there. Then I'm gonna take the love from our paper pumpkin. Let's close this up. Let's get out our Poppy Parade. Thanks, Lucy. So gracious of you, girls. Give that a clean, because I can see myself sticking my finger in it. So girls, what am I going to do when I bring the camera up if I'm upside down? Whoops! Did you see what just happened? How am I going to pick that up now? Yikes. Let's give, let's press that down with a piece of paper. All you need is love. Bow, 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 bow. Okay, Let's get some love on here in Poppy Parade. And your bookmark is done. Am I allowed to say easy peasy after all of that? So when you're marking your envelope, you want to make sure that your flap is on your left side, let's say, and your envelope flap is facing forward, okay? If that makes any sense. Yes, I should do that, Tracy. We'll see what happens. So those are our 3 little projects that I did using the, let's pull those out too. Those are the same, using the paper pumpkin. So that's what I did with that. And now, you know what? Can I take a minute? There is an online class, or it's not an online class, it's a private YouTube video that I'm putting together for February if anybody is interested. It's using the In Bloom bundle, okay? And look at these dies. Can you see can you see the design in the dies? Like all of the little piercing. I cannot wait to play with this. I haven't inked it up yet. I haven't opened up the package. I just got it. But that's what my my class is going to be for my class to go kit. I can't talk. Which will be ready on February 26th. If anybody's interested, let me know. You've got option number 1 and option number 2. Option number 1 includes this, okay? I would order that for you. If you have it already, you could do option number 2 and then just get the kits. If you are out of the country, because apparently I'm not allowed to, am I allowed to sell kits across the border or not? Anyway, I'm not sure. I'll have to look into that. Option number 3 is just the step-by-step PDF and the YouTube only. So if you are interested, no, I'm not. I didn't think so, Susan. I can do videos and PDFs, but not kits. Correct? I think I am correct on that. So thank you for the clarification there. So if anybody is interested in this class, option 1 and 2 are available for Canadians only. Option 3 is available for everyone. Okay, so option number 1 includes the card kit, or includes the kits. So what it is there's going to be one A2 card, a fancy fold. I always do 3 cards in a kit, okay? Usually an A2, something else, and a fancy fold. But either way, there will always be 3 card kits. But with this one, I am also going to do a card box. So your 4th tutorial and your 4th PDF is, sorry, Dar, thank you. Thank you so much for telling me. So your 4th video will be a box to hold your cards, okay? So option number 2 are the 3 kits along with the box kit, okay? And that's $30. Option number 3 is the PDF and the YouTube video only, and that's $20, okay? So if you are interested in any of these options, just write down interested. I will send you the PDF of this. Then you could let me know what option you want, and you can either pay by e-transfer or PayPal. I can create a PayPal button. Now I don't know if you can e-transfer U.S. funds to Canadian, or if I would have to do okay, Susan, thank you very much. I will send you a PDF on that, and I'll write your name down so I don't forget, because my brain. I need a manager. Susan, I will for sure send that to you, okay? Only PayPal. Okay, good to know. Thanks for that, Susan. This is all so new for me. And so, Susan, thank you. I appreciate that very much. And I will get that off to you. It will be ready on February 26th, okay? So that, and these are all upside down now. So I know for sure when this camera comes up that I'm going to be upside down. Susan Madison S., you're interested as well. Okay, Susan, you'll have to let me know, because I know that you are in Canada, what option that you want, but I will also send you the PDF with this. And yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, I can do tutorials and I can do YouTube videos. So I noticed that a lot of demos do PDF tutorials. I also like to do demos. I don't know, maybe I'm just a chatty Cathy or something. But I kind of got in the groove of doing them, and now it's it's me. It's what I like to do. So don't you love this bookmark? Like, here's my book. Like, I love it. I love it. Anyway, I am going to, with fear and trepidation, bring the camera up. I'm going to give you a fair warning. If I'm upside down, I'm going to do the draw. I'm going to bring the camera back down to the table. Okay, so here we go. I am bringing the camera up, but I'm a little bit scared. I don't want to be upside down. I don't want to be upside down, but I have a feeling that I'm going to be. I'm upside down, right? And Tracy, I can't stand on my head. I've never been able to do that very well. Please don't be upside down. I am. Look at, I knew it. Camera's going to come back down. I knew it. This is so crazy. What a day. What a day. And now my camera's telling me that it's losing power. I better plug this in before it dies on me. Sorry. Clink. Here we go. Okay. So last week, the gals that shared were Cheryl P., Karen P., Susan F.P., please listen for your name, Carol S.S., Gail M., Tracy M.W., and Connie K. If I did not mention your name, please let me know. And now I am not peeking, I promise. I promise. I think I've got everybody. I haven't heard that I've missed anybody from anywhere. So you're just going to have to trust me. Actually, you know what? You can tell that I'm backwards. I'm backwards. Yeah, what a day, from losing my tooth to finding out that I have a cracked rib to having a nap and waking up like 2 minutes before my live is supposed to start, and now I'm upside down, and then all the bumbling that happened at the beginning. Okay, I have one paper. Who is it? Who is it? Gail M. So Gail has won a bookmark. So I will get that off to Gail, and she lives here in my city. I don't think she was here today. Oh, wait a minute. She is. Gail, you won the door prize. And I showed the name upside down because I'm so used. So Gail, you won a bookmark. Let's pretend this is a little book, and that goes in like that. So congratulations, Gail. You won the door prize for today. So I am going to bid you adieu by showing you just this mess all over my table, because if I bring the camera up, I'm upside down, which is crazy. And one day I'll get this all figured out. So there's this app that you can, I think you have to purchase it. It's called Switcher, which just toggles you back and forth without having to move your camera. And I just don't want to spend the money. So I'm on a hunt to see if there's something that's comparable where it's free, and then I won't have to I won't, what I'm trying to say, I'm trying to read and I'm trying to talk at the same time. It doesn't work. not for me. Anyway, so you know what? Enough chatter from me. I'm going to let you go. Thank you so, so much, ladies, for popping by. Thank you for sharing. And I will pop your names in for the draw for next week. And next week is Mystery Stamping Hour, okay? So make sure you pop in on my Stampin' Chez Moi Facebook page. And probably in a couple or 3 days, I will post a picture of the sketch, and let's just all make a card, and then please post your picture on my Facebook page. I'd love to see what you've done with the sketch. So next week is Mystery Stampin' Hour. I don't know what I'm doing yet, but we'll have to find out. So ladies, thank you so, so much for blessing me and just gracing me with your presence, if I said that correctly. And it sounds cheesy, but you know what? I am cheesy, and you all mean very much to me. And I just thank you so much for your friendship, and just thrilled that I have met new friends through Facebook. I count you friends, and I count it a privilege that you come and visit me on my Facebook page as I bumble through. Anyway, have a lovely, lovely rest of your day. Enjoy your weekend. It's almost here. Bye-bye. Thanks for the hearts, girls.